Hi, I'm Charles Dwan, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the two colored pieces of the four-dimensional Rubik's Cube. Now, I've actually created a video prior to this on how to solve the two colored pieces before, but I've deleted that video because I found that the technique that I've used is actually very difficult, especially for beginners and new starters. Therefore, I'm actually going to be teaching you a new technique here, and I hope it's easier to follow. So first, you look for a face to start on for solving the two colored pieces. So I choose the magenta face. So now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be looking for a two colored piece with magenta on it. And so I see this one does. It's a two colored piece, it's a little center, and it has magenta on it. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this piece to the magenta face in such a way where the magenta color will match with the center. In other words, I can't move it like this because it won't be matching. So I move it like this. And so the next step is to look at the adjoining color. It's basically, now that I've got magenta paired up, time to look at this adjoining color here. So I see it's maroon. And so now I should look for the maroon face here, which is up here. And so because the maroon face is up here, move it up. As you can see, it's solved. Now I should be looking for another magenta two color piece. I see one down here. So first, I'm going to move it onto the magenta face. Be careful not to disturb this piece. And then I look at its adjoining color, which is yellow. So now I look for the yellow face, just right here. I know it's here because that's the center. It's a fixed center there. And so, twist it so it matches. Now that's solved. You probably know the drill by now. I just look for another one. I look for another two color piece with magenta on it. I see one right here. And so, do not disturb the pieces you've already solved and move this piece to the magenta face. Again, do not move it like this or else, see, the magenta is not even matching. It'll be flipped. So you move it with this face, counterclockwise. See, it does match here. Alright, then adjacent color, light blue. Where's the light blue center? Not here, not here. Wait, well, where's the light blue center? Remember, the four-dimensional Rubik's Cube has 8 faces. You only see 7. 8th one's hidden. So, now do you know where it is? It's hidden. Right here. And so now, I move this out of the way. Move it out of the way. And since it's supposed to be here, I bring in this slot towards this area. So basically, our piece was right here, alright? It was right here. Right here. So I move him out of the way. Bring a slot in. Bring him back. And then bring him back. It's basically a commutator. Basically, I move him out of the way, which is A. Put his slot in here, which is B. Then I put him right back into the slot, which is A minus, and just realign it, B minus. Commutator. And so now, let's look for another two-colored piece. I see magenta white, but be careful. I can't just move it here, because you know what that'll do? It'll just disturb this piece here. So what do? Remove an empty slot here, an unsolved piece, and then move that in. And then we just realign it like that. Then we look at the adjacent color. And so I don't see white anywhere here. It should be in the outside. So I just rotated the 4-dimensional Rubik's Cube 4-dimensionally, and you see white's here. And so, actually now it's on the outside, so I'm going to rotate again. There you go. And so, now what I do, move it out of the way. Since it's supposed to be here, I bring the slot in here, bring it back, then realign it. Alright? Look for another 2-color piece containing magenta. Oh, I found one here. It's a joiny color. It's orange. Well, orange is right there, so it's already solved. Right? I don't need to do anything because it's already aligned with its adjoining color is already aligned with its respective center. Alright, so now I look for another magenta 2-color piece. And I've just found one. Do not disturb any of the pieces. Move it in. Make sure it's oriented like that. Look at its adjoining color. Oh, it's already matching with blue. Blue matches with blue. And so now we've just solved the 2-color pieces of the magenta face. Great. So now, you put the face on the bottom. The next step is to solve the 2-color pieces on this middle layer. That middle layer that I just posted for you to see. And on this innermost face. Basically, we're going to now solve these 4 2-color pieces here. Just those 4. So how do we do that? First, we look at the centers. This center is white. Center is light blue. We need to look for the white, light blue center. And so, I like blue, but this is yellow. It doesn't have normal blue. No maroon. Oh, ooh. I found light blue and white right here. Now, I want to bring it up here. However, I'll just mess up this piece down here. See? It just messed it up. How do I do with that? Well, I bring it up and then I move it out of the way. Because remember, no piece on this face is solved. Right? So basically, I bring it up, move it out of the way, bring it back down. See? Nobody was hurt. So now our piece is right here. So how do we insert him into this slot here? Well, we look at what color is in the center. That's light blue. And so what we do is basically move them up, in, back down. Now, if white was down here, then we would move him out of the way and then move this guy up and him and back down. Of course, that's not the situation here. Since blue is here, we have to move the blue face up, back down. So now, we need to solve this one. White, maroon. Look for the white, maroon, the color piece. Down here, no. Here, yeah, there it is. So what do we do if it's back here? So basically, you twist it so that it's now here. And then you move, using another face, it up move it out of the way, back down. Alright? So now, we have our white maroon piece right here. Right here. As you can see, this color matches white. Now, if I were to move maroon up, move it in, it's going to be flipped. Because this is white, not this color. So what do? Move him out of the way, bring white up, then move him in, back down. Now, solve for white orange. Look for white orange, right here. So, white color is like on this sort of plate here, on this plate. And so you move white up, not orange, because this is white. You move white up, move this piece in, back down. Solved. And then the last one of the four, white blue. Look for white blue. Where is white blue? Here? No. Is he here? Oh wow, I was slow. Huh. White blue is right here. Right here. So, now on this plate here, on this topmost surface, blue now lays on the plate. And now I have to move blue up. Move blue up, move them in, back down, boom. Now these four two-color pieces are solved. So now what's the next step? Now, we need to solve the four two-colored pieces of this middle layer. Basically, this one, one, that, that, that one, and that one. Basically, the middle layer. And so, like we did earlier, where's blue, light blue? Look for blue, light blue. Oh, there, I found it. But wait, we couldn't just move it here, because I'll mess up our center. So what do? We move it up like this. On the top here, use the top face, move it out of the way, bring it back down. There, now he's here. Now blue is on the plate. Now we move blue up, in, back down. See? Light blue, maroon. Where's light blue, maroon? Is it here? Oh yeah, there he is. So there are no solved pieces on this top face, so I don't need to really fix them. So maroon is now on the plate. So now I move maroon up like that. Move them in, back down. Now maroon orange. Where's maroon orange? Oh, there he is. So maroon is on the plate. Maroon up. Put him in, back down. Lastly, orange, blue. Was he here? Yeah, there he is. So, since he's on the outside, he's facing outside here, up, out of the way to the center, back down. Blue is on the plate. Move blue up, him in, move it back down. That's simple. So now we've solved these four two-colored pieces here, and these four on this middle ring. What's next? Rotate your four-dimensional Rubik's Cube twice. Like that. You probably know what we're going to do, right? We're going to solve these last four. Let's do it. Yellow, light blue. Where is he? Where's yellow, light blue? I know he's somewhere. Wow. Yeah, he's right here. Yellow, light blue, yellow, light blue. Move him to the center. Blue is on the plate. Move blue up. Move light blue up. Put it in. Back down. Maroon, yellow. Maroon, yellow. Maroon is on the plate. Maroon up. In. Back down. Orange, yellow. Where's orange, yellow? He's right here. Yellow is on the plate. So I move yellow up. Right? And then blue, yellow. Where's blue, yellow? Oh, blue, yellow's right here. See? Yellow is on top. So now, and since yellow's on the plate, move him out of the way. Since he's in the middle, I can't do anything if he's right there. Move him out of the way. Up. Bring him in. Back down. Now we solved every single one of these two colors in the bottom two layers. Those bottom two layers. Now, this is where we solve the two colored pieces of this last face. This face. First, we orient them. We look for two colored pieces where these things here, the ones on the face, do not match the center. These match, but these don't. And so we move the ones that do match sort of like in a V, like sort of facing outwards like that. You know what we're going to do, right? We're going to use a standard Rubik's Cube algorithm to orient them. That's right. F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. See? Across. So now, since all of these four, 1, 2, 3, 4, are all oriented, rotate it four-dimensionally until you see one of these four that are not oriented. There. Now, I have two of these four. 1, 2, 3, 4, and two of them are not oriented. So now, F, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime. So now I have this sort of V here. Move him to the back, beep, beep, and then, once again. There, see? All of these two colored pieces are oriented. Now, what do we do? Now, the first thing we do is basically we solve them, we solve as many of them as possible. So, actually no. The first thing we do is we solve the two colored pieces that are adjacent to these innermost faces and the outermost faces. Basically, we're trying to solve this piece, trying to solve this piece, and this piece. This piece. So, I know that the blue is solved, so I'm trying to solve the two colors adjacent to the innermost face and outermost face. The blue is already solved, so I don't need to worry about him. So now I rotate four-dimensionally twice in order to see the other one. Then I see he's not solved. And so what needs to go here? Red, maroon. Where's red, maroon? Red, maroon's right here. And so now you can't use any of the techniques that I taught you earlier on in the solve because there are really no empty pieces you can use. So what do? You move this piece out of the center. Alright? Be careful not to move this piece into the center in the process. Try to make it so that if this piece is in the outside and this piece was in the center, try to make it so that you move him out of the center, this stays on the side. So, anyway, this piece needs to go here, so I could sort of cycle these three here. Cycle these three, so I could use those soon. Now they're solved. So now, what I have done is that I have solved the two color pieces adjacent to this interface and the outer face. Like that. Next, I'm now going to try to solve these last 4 two colors. Let's see, what do I have? These two, yellow needs to go here, orange needs to go here, white needs to go here, and blue goes here. 2 swaps. So I just do, this is like a Z-perm and a Rubik's Cube. So I do just assume. I see blue solved. So now this needs to go here, this goes here, and this goes here. So I just do another assume. And there you go. We have solved all the 2 color pieces. If you have any questions in the comments, or you need me to explain something better, please ask in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. And for the next video, expect me to explain on how to solve the 3 color pieces, and plus an introduction to the macros, since you will be using longer algorithms. Thanks.